It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Wednesday, the 13th of January. I'm Michael Groff. Dry conditions and a warming trend for the rest of the week and heading into the weekend. Afternoon high temperatures at least 5 to maybe as much as 9 degrees above seasonal averages. But then as we get into next week, the weather pattern turns a bit more interesting, turning windy, cooler, and maybe even the threat of a little bit of rain and mountain snow over parts of the state. We'll try to find out the details on that as we take a look. But first, let's check out the almanac from yesterday. 67 degrees was the afternoon high, 39 the morning low. That's not too far away from where we ought to be for this time of year. As we look outside right now here at 6:20 a.m., clear sky out there, and we're sitting at 39 degrees at Sky Harbor. Dew point's at 16, relative humidity 38%. The winds are light, and the barometer is falling. Temperatures around the area this morning rather chilly at Fort McDowell and Goldfield. They've got 27 degrees. It's 33 at Gilbert and Chandler. We've got 34 in Tolleson, 35 in Tempe, 38 in Arcadia. Most locations around the metro are in the upper 30s to middle 40s. Taking a look across the country this morning, the features of note, we've got a shortwave trough over the southeast U.S. Once again, some inclement weather down there. Pressure gradient tightening over the northern plain states. Out here in the southwest, it's high pressure building in, and that's going to keep the storm track well to the north of us and temperatures on the warm side. Here's the watch warning map. Yes, those are winter weather advisories over central and eastern Mississippi this morning. Once again, a few snowflakes, could see another inch of snow in some spots there, and some icy roadways with freezing fog, the story over parts of Alabama and Georgia. Meanwhile, we've got wind advisories, high wind watches, and warnings as well over parts of the northern Rockies and out into the plain states. But of course, here in Arizona, we are quiet. Convective outlook for today, no organized severe weather expected. And here's the precipitation outlook. This is valid through next Wednesday morning from the WPC. Really no rain in the valley, but we're starting to see at least a few spots with some very light QPF amounts popping up over parts of the state. And that is for the potential of some inclement weather coming in here by the middle part of next week. And we'll outline that as we get into modeling. Here we go, the GFS, the 06Z run valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now, in the short term, no real concerns for our weather. We've got high pressure building in from the west, a dry northwesterly flow, so down at the surface, sunny sky. Once again today, high temperatures fairly close to average. We should be in the mid to upper 60s here in Phoenix. Tonight, the sky is clear, and once again, with that very dry air in place, we're going to drop in the 30s in most spots. And then tomorrow, sunny sky, high pressure continues to build in, some breezy conditions as the pressure gradient tightens up over the lower Colorado River Valley. But here in Phoenix, just a light breeze, high temperatures in the mid-70s. Same deal on Friday, mid-70s, sunny sky. Weekend looks great, just a few passing high clouds from time to time. Otherwise, high temperatures, low to mid-70s for Saturday and Sunday. Looks absolutely perfect. But then the overall weather pattern really starts to change as we get to Monday. We've got a shortwave trough dropping into the northern and central Rockies. The ridge along the west coast beginning to retrograde or shift back to the west and intensify as it does. And so we'll see an increase in breezes around here as the pressure gradient tightens up. Temperatures should still be in the low 70s for Monday, the sky mostly sunny. So really, down here where we live at the surface, we're not going to see a whole lot of change just yet. But then here we go to Tuesday. And this is the upper air chart. Very impressive ridge now building across the northern and eastern Pacific. And that aforementioned short wave now drops over Arizona, closes off into an upper low. And surprisingly, there's pretty good model agreement among the global models on this idea. So if this happens to play out as advertised, we would see an increase in winds, cooler temperatures, highs maybe dropping into the mid-60s here in Phoenix. And even though there's not a lot of moisture associated with this feature, there is a lot of dynamic cooling aloft and enough to pull in at least a little bit of moisture across eastern Arizona for some widely scattered rain and snow showers there. I doubt we'd see anything in Phoenix, at least not yet, if this pans out, but it is something to watch. Now let's go out to a week from today. This is Wednesday the 20th. Still have that upper low to the south of us across northern Mexico. Once again, very good model agreement on that position if that's right. We've got breezy to locally windy conditions continuing, some widely scattered rain and snow showers over eastern Arizona, and high temperatures here in Phoenix, generally in the low to mid-60s with mostly dry conditions for us, although I would expect we would have at least a few clouds. Then look what happens as we go out 10 days. This is Friday the 22nd. A very pronounced ridge, positive height anomalies well up into the northeast Pacific, across Alaska and the Bering Strait. And that would open the door for a deep meridional flow to move down the west coast and carve out a major trough over the western states. Very cold air coming in. And so that would lead to breezy to windy conditions, an increase in clouds, maybe some precipitation out here toward the end of next week. Perhaps a major winter storm would be in place. And there is some agreement on the models regarding this setup, although this is 10 days out and it will almost certainly change. But this is a trend that we are seeing that is, well, interesting to say the least, and maybe encouraging for the possibility of some rain. Speaking of, check it out off the GFS Ensemble. Obviously, there is quite a degree of model spread here. You've got some of the members showing nothing. Others are all the way over 2 to 2.5 inches of rain in Phoenix over the next couple of weeks. So obviously the ensemble mean is a bit skewed toward the higher end here, around 1/2 inch. And the European ensemble has a similar spread here. You've got a couple of members that are up there over 2 inches of rain, some that show nothing. The ensemble mean about 1/4 inch. I guess we'll just have to take the wait and see attitude, but this is certainly an interesting trend that's developing. All right, temperatures off the national blend of models going above average for the next several days into the weekend, perhaps even early next week, and then temperatures take a dip, perhaps even more dramatically than what is shown here, depending on how that major winter storm, or at least the potential thereof, plays out as we get toward the middle and latter half of next week. All right, that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. If you enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and click that notification bell so that whenever a brand new video is posted, you'll get the notice. Your comments, questions, and suggestions always encouraged as well. I thank you so much for watching. It is always appreciated. You guys be safe out there and have yourselves a fantastic Wednesday.